All right, the Detroit Pistons fall 111 to 117 to the Joel Embiid list Philadelphia 76ers. Let's talk about the game. I've been watching both Michigan dominate Notre Dame and the Pistons game, but no Joel Embiid. I mean, what's new? He always injured. Pretty much the game was close until the fourth quarter where the Pistons blew it at. They won the first quarter by a point. Won the second quarter by 2 points. Lost the third quarter by 3 points. And then Philadelphia put in work and went up 6 in the fourth quarter. So it was a hell of a close game. And, just down the stretch, the Pistons just didn't have enough. D Rose was amazing. But let's talk about the stat line. Al Horford did work. It was like Andre Drummond didn't play tonight because he was in foul trouble. So was Ben Simmons. Al Horford, 23 points, 5 assists, 9 rebounds. Josh Richardson, 10 points, 6 assists, 1 rebound. Tobias Harris, 29 points, 1 assist, 7 rebounds. Ben Simmons recorded 13 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. And pretty much Mike Scott was the other guy and the Shake Milton guy. He had 10, 2, and 2, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Mike Scott, who was probable a questionable play with an ankle injury, he had a few big threes. He was 17 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, and James Ennis gave him a couple points off the bench, and Kyle O'Quinn gave him a little bit of something off the bench. But pretty much in Philadelphia, it was Tobias Harris show coming back to Detroit, dropping 29, and Al Horford taking advantage of Andre Drummond not being in the middle of the defense. But for the majority, Drummond only played 25 minutes, and it's 48 minutes in the basketball game. If my memory serves me correctly, in those 25 minutes, he was productive, 13 points, 12 rebounds. It's hard to get in a rhythm when you in foul trouble, but Markieff had 17 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Tony Snell, he didn't really provide much. Next guy, Luke Kennard, he was 16 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Derrick Rose was amazing off the bench, 27 minutes played, 31 points, 3 and 3. Langston, he gave us 9 points. Christian Woods, he gave them 11 and 5. And I'm not sure if Christian Woods got into foul trouble or what happened, but he only played 19 minutes, where I feel like he should have played more than 19 minutes. He was very productive while in there, and whatever reason it is, Dwayne Casey isn't really trusting Christian Woods, but he looked good when he out there, man. He's like one of the most athletic guys out there going to attack the rim. And they chose to go with Thon Maker, for whatever reason that was. But I'm kind of questioning a little bit Dwayne Casey coaching. He need to just get out of this. How can I say? He needs to get out of this mode where he feel like some of these dudes are entitled to playing time. Look here, if Tony Snell ain't playing good, or you know what I'm saying, or Thon Maker ain't playing good, don't be afraid to put Christian Woods in. Don't be if some of the guards ain't playing right. Tim Frazier got to start tonight. If some of these dudes not playing good, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put somebody else in to get them a chance. It's like trying to start a car with a dead battery, and you keep going, and it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna turn over because you need a car with a battery. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, or to jump it. And Dwayne Casey is the guy that just, dude, switch it up. Switch it up, man. A lot of them dudes out there like Galloway, he ain't giving you no perimeter defense. A lot of dudes is not, giving you defense or offense. Christian Woods giving you somewhat of offensive threat rolling to the bucket. He giving you a defensive threat to be able to block shots. At the end of the day, it seems like he more productive than what Thon Maker is. He is, man. But once again, the Pistons 1 and 2 in games like this, you got to win. Bruce Brown, they missed a ton of free throws early on too. They missed like a stretch of a lot of free throws. I think it was like the first or second quarter. Dre missed a free throw. Bruce Brown missed some free throws. Markieff Morris, he missed some free throws. It was a ton of missed free throws in this game. A ton of them. And they left opportunities out there from the free throw line. But what I did, I'm continuing to like Luke Kennard. He got a lot of confidence, and he can keep shooting. That's what they need him to do. His production dropped off, I think, right after the second half or whatever, but he got to continue to be more aggressive. They got to get the ball in his hand. Him and Derrick Rose is really the starting backcourt. And it may be time for them to infuse one of them into the starting lineup, preferably Luke Kennard, because I don't want Derrick Rose starting and running his body into the ground. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them getting in there, running the body into the ground, and just keep him on this minute count. Next couple games, he should be around the 20-minute mark, but I don't think they can afford that right now with his production. I believe it's more of a, I think it's just they need him right now with no Reggie Jackson tonight with a back injury, no Blake Griffin. They gonna need him, but they should have won this game tonight. And just like the Hawks game, they should have won, and they should have trapped and did things better versus Trae Young. But right now, they ain't got the horses. It's good that some of these dudes is getting this experience, but they ain't got the horses right now. Bruce Brown, no offense to him, if he ain't defending, you know what I'm saying, he a liability. Tony Snell, he don't give you enough scoring. He don't. So, they need to switch some things up. I like putting Tim Frazier in, letting Tim Frazier play a lot. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, they need to try some new guys. But Ben Simmons, man, he's still scared to shoot jump shots. That's crazy. Everything he pretty much took was inside the paint tonight, man. And Horford done well tonight, but the guy was Tobias Harris. He came and lit the city on fire tonight. And Mike Scott was shooting that thing well, but Pistons lack of depth showing right now in the scoring department. And some of our best defenders, they ain't defending well. You know what I'm saying? And Andre Drummond, it's about consistency. You want a max deal, he got to he got to be consistent. And to be consistent, he got to be on the floor. And tonight, it was basically we played without Dre and they played without Joel Embiid because he got in foul trouble. He got to learn to stay out of foul trouble, man, because this had another 30-20 night written all over it because Al Horford can't hold him. Mike Scott can't hold him. Kyle O'Quinn can't hold him. And really the game, you can point to those free throws being missed, but really the game was lost when Andre Drummond got into foul trouble because had he played, they might have been the victors by 117, 111, or by 10 points, or maybe even by a dozen points. But he wasn't out there. But I want to see Casey make some more adjustments. I want them to continue to run plays for Luke Kennard, get the ball in Luke Kennard's hand. I want Derrick Rose to stay aggressive, but they need somebody else. Even when Blake Griffin and Reggie Jackson come back, okay? They need somebody else that can give them some scoring efforts. Really, when you look at the team, the scorers is Luke Kennard, Derrick Rose, and Blake Griffin. Now, if you want to say Reggie Jackson, he is streaky as they come. You can't count on him for nothing. They need another consistent scoring threat. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, you got to play Sayoko. You got to give Kyrie Thomas a chance. You got to give Sivy a chance. How long are they going to marinate these guys? Because they got guys in there that don't even look like they ready. Thon Maker, I really don't see no improvement. Put Christian Woods in there. Langston Galloway, yeah, he can shoot, but hey, man, he inconsistent. For God's sakes, try Kyrie Thomas. You never know what you got. They may not practice well. There may be players that when the lights come in that do good, but I'm not in panic mode yet for the Pistons. Obviously, we're not healthy, but I feel like they should have won the game tonight. But Drummond, he wasn't healthy. He wasn't out there to dominate the matchup that he should have dominated, because of foul problems. But he can't put himself in those positions, man, to keep getting ticky-tack fouls, especially the first foul that he got. Drummond, this was probably a statement game he made because Horford can't hold him. Only guy that can hold him on that team is Joel Embiid. But for Joel Embiid, man, this is why, you got a hard time picking the Sixers to do anything because Joel Embiid ain't never healthy. He ain't never healthy, man. He be overweight. Him and Ben Simmons, he can't shoot. So it is what it is, man. I won't say this is a debilitating loss, but we can do better than this. And hopefully the Pistons, figure out another scoring option to figure it out. But hey, we lose 117-111. I do appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. One time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk. Check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, entertainment, and much, much more. We gone.